welcome back to my channel. I hope you are all really well. I feel like I haven't been here in ages and it's only been like 2 weeks, but it feels like it's been forever. So I really miss making content, and I hope you guys have all had an amazing Christmas or whatever holiday you celebrate. I hope you had a great time, and also hope you had an amazing start to your new year. I cannot believe we're in 2025 and it's like low-key scaring me, but yeah, I really didn't do all that much for New Year's. I literally just lied in my bed, I had a glass of wine and a face mask on at about 11:55 p.m. And then I barely made it to 12 p.m. So that was my night. I hope you guys had a more exciting night than me. I kind of feel like I'm like an old granny already and I'm only 22. But it is what it is, it makes me happy, so I can't complain. I really wanted to start off the new year right by making 2 separate videos. The first one is today's video, and it's going to be all about, basically going to be me listing all of my least favourite perfumes that either came out in 2024 or everyone was talking about in 2024. And I feel like there is a good few that really had everyone in a chokehold. And I kind of felt left out because I was not in the chokehold. I was running away. And a lot of these are very popular scents, and I'm not doing this video to try and be different or to try and be pick me. I'm really not trying to do all that. I really wanted to like these fragrances, let me tell you, because I am one of the people who, if I hear everyone talking about something, I want to try it and I want to love it. And these ones, I just didn't understand the hype. Like, I just didn't get it. I was left out in the cold, in the rain, and I had no way of getting home. So if you guys are interested in that, then please keep on watching. I do also want to say, if any of these fragrances are any of you guys' like #1 like favorite scent, please don't get offended, because it's not that deep. Like, we all have different opinions on different fragrances, and I am not saying that these perfumes absolutely stink. Like, I'm sure there's people that wear these and it smells amazing. On me, these were not hitting, and either they're not my taste or they just didn't sit well on my skin. So yeah, now that boring bit is all aside, let's just get straight into it, and I hope you guys enjoy. Hey you guys, so this first one is probably going to be so controversial. I promise you I'm not doing this on purpose. I promise you, because everyone's going to come for me. I just know everyone's going to come for me in the comments talking about there's no way you don't like these. I promise you. Also, you guys, do you like my nails? I got that like cat eye effect nail style. I don't really know what it's called, but it's like a type of glitter that kind of shifts when you move your hands. I thought that was pretty cool. Anyway, so the first one on this list is Burberry Goddess. Okay, Burberry Goddess for me was one of those ones that I kept going back to over and over and over and over again, because I was like, there is no way that this is the scent that everyone's talking. There's no way. I refuse to believe that this is what the girlies are losing their shit over. I refuse to believe. So, little bit of a backstory. I have always struggled with lavender in fragrances. I've struggled with lavender, period, honestly, like whether it's in body care, whether it's in just in the air, girl. I'm not really a big lavender person. So when I saw it had lavender in it, I was a little bit skeptical. I was like, I'm probably not gonna like this. But everyone was just saying it smells like freshly baked cookies, it smells gourmand, it smells sexy, it smells expensive. Like, I was like, okay. I went on a mission while I was at work. If you guys don't know, I work in a department store. So I went downstairs to our fragrance department, and I smell her. Go. I was so angry. Let me tell. I had money burning in my pocket. My life, if I like this, I'm about to buy it right now. I'm gonna buy it right now. I'll just put the bands on the table and just spread them, because I'm about to buy it right now. I smell it and I just got pure lavender. Like, I barely got the vanilla, and I was like, okay, maybe it just needs to sit on my skin, like maybe I need to wear it a little bit. So I sprayed it, and guys, I just got lavender all day. I got it all day, and I don't even think this scent lasts that long, because when I like put my nose up to my wrist, I couldn't really smell it, but on my clothes it just smelled like, you know those like lavender mothballs you get? It smelled like lavender mothballs on me, and I don't really know why or how it smelled like that, but that's what it was giving, like old Mother Hubbard's cupboard is what it was giving. And yeah, so I just really did not understand the hype with that one, you guys, and I was so upset about it, because literally everywhere I went, people were talking about it. You guys know the masses of hype that this got. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. Like, is it just me? There has to be someone out there. I know there's a sister out there that hates Burberry Goddess. If you do, let me know, because I feel like I'm on my own right now. Next one that I really struggled with, for the same reason really. You guys are not going to be shocked by this if I don't like lavender, and that is YSL's Libre. It was the same with all of the flankers, like especially Burberry Goddess Intense. I found the Intense version even worse, I'm not gonna lie. That was like even worse to me. But all of the like Flowers and Flames flankers, and I think they came out with a couple, I just couldn't. Again, it smelled so heavy on the lavender, and I wasn't getting really anything else. So I don't know if I'm just like really sensitive to lavender because I don't like it. I just smell it more or pick up on it more easily. It was the main reason why I decided not to pick up Sniff's Honey Sweet, because I like the sound of all of the notes, but I saw the lavender in there and I said absolutely not. I'm not about to set myself up for failure, not in 2025. So yeah, I felt the same about YSL's Libre, and again, I went back to it multiple times. One of my friends actually owns it, and she let me borrow it for a while just to see if it was really a hate or not, and it was a hate. It was a hate. I had to scrub it off. I couldn't do it. Really disappointing, because I wanted to understand why everyone loved it so much, and I just couldn't understand it. So I think I'm just coming to the conclusion now, I just don't like lavender. I just need to put it to bed at this point. Alright, you guys, so the next one that I really did not like was Dolce & Gabbana's Devotion. I know. I promise I'm not making this up. I was as angry as you are. This one, okay. Something else I realised this year or last year was that I am really fussy when it comes to lemon in my perfumes. It's rare to me that I will like a lemon scent. It's rare. The only kind of real time I really enjoy lemon is when it's in like a freshie, like a summer perfume. Like, give me lemon, fair enough. Don't want it to be at the forefront of my fragrance, but it can complement. She can be in the background. She's invited, but she's not the main character. She's the beginner act, basically. Devotion to me smelled like Sillet Bang mixed with vanilla. It's got lemon cleaning products. I got like almost like a hand sanitizer smell. Like, it was so heavy on the lemon, especially in the opening. I winced when I smelled this. I was like, it can't be.
Oh no, this can't be.
Like, this smells like washing machines live longer with Calgon. This does not smell like a lemony, buttery panna cotta. Yeah, going forward, I'm not going to blind buy perfume based off of TikTok reviews or people's opinions, because not saying you guys are lying or anyone is lying, but it's just too risky, because people really do hype things up. And don't get me wrong, I will hype something up if I really love it and I really believe in it, but I won't ever persuade you to blind buy something without giving it a test first, because some of these people are really going in saying things smell like things that they don't smell like, and to me, Devotion was one of them. The dry down was pleasant, don't get me wrong. I actually enjoyed the dry down, but the opening is so screechy and like, oh, like it smells like it smells like it should be toxic. Like, I don't know, you guys, I don't know. And to go through all of that just to get to like a decent dry down it just wasn't worth it for me. And it's not cheap, you know, so I just was like, I'm gonna give it a miss. And the Intense version, again, kind of like the Burberry Goddess Intense, was worse than the original for me. I just got like pure blown citrus, and I just was like, no, I can't do it. The only kind of like lemony citrus scent I like is the Super Milk hair conditioner. This is mine at the moment, you guys. It's so beat up, like, look at that. Does anyone else's Super Milk do this? Because mine does this no matter what I do. I think it's because I travel with it. I have this little bottle and I bring it everywhere with me because I use it more as like a hair perfume. And yeah, she's beat up. She looks like the cat got at her. So let me know if you guys' bottles do this, because it's really annoying. It just looks so ugly. But anyway, I love that scent. Like, that smells really good. In fact, let me smell it right now. It's super lemony, but it smells like a genuine lemon. Like, it doesn't smell like cleaner, it doesn't smell like a toilet. It just smells really, really good. And I think the creaminess in there makes it manageable for me. But that Devotion, girl. Okay guys, so the next one is not so much of a popular scent. I feel like it was everywhere because everyone was so excited for this release. And this is the Vanilla Toffee Flanker from the Shagaf Oud line from Swiss Arabian. Okay. Like I said, not encouraging you guys to ever blind buy anything because I learned the hard way. I never used to blind buy things, and I kind of got into the habit of it when, you know, I was scrolling, people were talking about certain things, and like obviously Arabian perfumes, I can't smell any of those. I don't have access to anywhere where I can smell them in person. So I just really got into the blind buy like craze, and I was just going mental. Like, I was going crazy. And to be honest, I was coming out on top quite a lot. I have been coming out on top, girl, so I'm not gonna stop now. This was probably the worst blind buy of 2024 for me. And yeah, this was like, oh, I saw the notes, you guys. I feel like we all saw the notes and we were like, wow, that sounds like a dream. Like sign me up. Like, I'm not even gonna read the terms and conditions, just sign my name. Sign my name for, I don't even want to read them. I don't even want to read the small print. Sign me up. Like, toffee, caramel, vanilla, like, yes. This was so bad. It's actually funny how bad this was. So I opened it up, I smelt it, I got pure incense. Like, it almost smelled like smelling, like, it was almost like if you smelt like a burnt vanilla and caramel candle. Like, you know, like when you burn a candle and then you blow it out, it smelled like that. And I was like, oh my god, this is bad. Like, this is really bad. It's giving cigarettes, it's giving cheap wax, it was bad. So I put her in the drawer and I thought, you know what, I'm gonna let her sit for a few weeks, see how she does. She might come around. She might come around. I got her back out. I actually forgot about her. I'm not gonna lie. I was just looking in my drawer one day and I was like, oh, I forgot about her. I smelled her again. It got even worse. I was like, who died in here? Because someone died. Somebody died in here. Let me know if you guys had the same experience. I just had enough, girl. I was just like, just get out of my sight. Get out of my sight, because you lied to me. The marketing lied to me. Get out of my sight. So I just sold her, and someone snatched her up in like 2 days. So I'm pretty sure there are people out there who do enjoy it. I was not into it. I just got really heavy smoke and kind of like an old scent, like something had gone off. It was weird. I don't know if I had a bad bottle, because other people have been saying they just got smoke as well, and some people were saying it's delicious. Like, I don't really get it. I don't know if I'm just like expecting something super sweet and gourmand and that's not what it was meant to be. I honestly don't know. I don't know, but I feel like with that marketing, like, you knew what you were doing, Swiss Arabian, you knew what you were doing. You knew what the people wanted and you pranked us. So, I don't know. But that's my opinion on that one. So the next two are oldies, I would say. I don't know if this first one is an oldie, but the second one is definitely an oldie, and I kind of revisited her. The first one I want to talk about is Juicy Couture's Sucre or Sucre. So this was kind of doing the rounds on like social media for a while, this one. I don't know when this one came out. I don't think it came out in 2024. I'm pretty sure it was quite a while ago. I could be wrong. Maybe it did, but people seem to just be talking about it a lot more than they did before. I really enjoy the Juicy Couture Gold. I like that one. I think that one, it deserves a place in my collection. I enjoy that one. But the Juicy Couture Sucre, I was just expecting something a little bit more like creamy and like almost like a bit like cupcakey or almondy, like just a bit more like gourmand and sweet. And I just got fruit, and I was like, where's my whipped cream? Where's my where's my almond? People were saying online I wasn't getting any of it. I just got almost like a red berry, kind of little bit of a citrusy, tangy kind of smell with the Juicy Couture DNA, and that was really all I was getting. I wasn't getting anything. Yeah, I was just let down by it. I didn't hate it, I didn't dislike it, but I was just like, it's not worth buying, it's not worth having for me personally. And it was such a shame because, girl, that bottle was so cute. I was ready to have that on my vanity, and I didn't like it enough to buy it. Like, it's cheap, it's a cheap fragrance, but I just was like, there's literally no point in me having this. Like, I'm not going to use it, I'm not going to reach for it. I have other fruity perfumes that I prefer like 1,000 times more. The original Juicy Couture I actually prefer more. Like, I don't know, like the dry down was okay, but the longevity was crap, and I was just like, this is just not what I was expecting from this. So even though I love the bottle so much, I'm kind of hoping it does grow on me, or maybe if I revisit it again, I'll enjoy it more, because I love that bottle and I really want that damn bottle. But yeah, just didn't like the scent. I thought it was a little bit too fruity for me. Next one is, guys, I actually still have this. So this is an oldie. Okay, she's an oldie. Britney Spears Fantasy, the original. This is the OG. Okay, look at the dent. I've had this for like, I've had this for like a month, and there's a dent in her. So you're probably wondering why I'm talking about this if there's a dent in it. And also why I'm talking about this, because this is so old. This came out in like what, like 2006, 2002? 2003, 2000s this came out in. And okay, I have a very strong like childhood memory, or more kind of like early teen memory, of me wearing this fragrance, and this is not it. This is not what I remember smelling. I don't know if I have just grown up and I smell something different, my nose has changed. But I genuinely went into Savers and bought the 100 ml, because I just randomly thought about this perfume one day. I was like, oh my god, like I remember I used to wear Britney Spears Fantasy all the time. That was my ish. That was everyone's like go-to fragrance, like this and like the Katy Perry perfumes, and what other ones were there? There was loads, girl, there was loads, let's be real. But this was like my go-to, and everyone wore this, everyone loved it, and it smelled like I don't even know. It smelled like just how I imagine Britney to smell. Like sweet and sugary and candy-like and cupcakey white chocolate, like gourmand. With some fruits, but gourmand. So I just went into Savers and said, give me the 100 ml Britney Spears Fantasy. Let me have it. And this is not the same. Like, I'm going to spray it right now, because this is why I have such a big dent. This is why the dent is so big. I have worn this so many times because I'm like, I just don't understand. Like, is it me? Have they changed the formula? Is it me? I don't know. Is it going to get better with time? I don't know. I don't know whether to leave this, let it sit, let it get better. I don't know. But this is just like not what I remember. And I don't know if anyone has experienced the same thing with this. Like, has it changed? Am I not losing my mind? Has it changed? Because now, like it's very heavy on the alcohol. I feel like this needs to sit. It's very heavy on the alcohol. I get just lychee and kiwi and fruits. That's all I get. I just get like a fresh, fruity, generic scent. And it's not how I remember Fantasy smelling, because I remember Fantasy being very kind of just really, really sweet. Like, this is still sweet, but this is like almost a little bit tangy and like watery, almost like aquatic. Like, I don't really get how this is the same thing. I don't know if I'm losing my mind, but I'm pretty much 100% certain this was the Fantasy that I wore, and it wasn't like one of the flankers, because I remember the pink bottle. Like, I don't understand. I don't know, but I'm so upset and I'm disappointed, and it left my year on a bad note, because I was like, I wanted a bit of nostalgia, and that was just not what I remember at all. It's like, you know, it's a clean, fruity, easy, girly scent, but it's not that good. Like, it's not, you know, it's very cheap. I got this for like £19, so I'm really not gonna kick up a fuss about it, but yeah, it's not the same. It's not the same, or maybe I'm not the same. I don't know. Okay guys, the next one I really want to talk about is, I was so excited for this one, you guys, because like I said just now, I love the Super Milk hair conditioner from Lush, and they very recently came out with the Super Milk perfume. So I was in the Lush store and I actually had no idea they were coming out with this, and the girl saw me buying a new bottle of Super Milk and she was like, oh, have you smelled the new Super Milk perfume? I said, no, but let me smell it, because it's likely I'm gonna leave with her if she smells like that. And she was really sweet, by the way. Like, she was such a nice girl. She was like, oh, you're so pretty, like, do you want a free bath bomb? I was like, girl, don't make me cry, don't make me cry. I will tip you right now, I swear on my life I will tip you. She was so cute. So anyway, she sprayed it on my skin. You know that moment where like you're buying a perfume in a shop, like you're face to face with somebody, and even though you know the person's not going to care if you don't like it, you just feel like obliged to like pretend you like it. Does anyone else do that? Like, I just feel like I need to pretend that I like it, and it's really uncomfortable, especially because she was so cute and sweet. I was like, oh my god, I can't be horrible right now and be like, ugh. Like, again, cleaning products, it was so heavy on the lemon, like an artificial lemon. It was not the lemon that's in here. Let me tell you, it was not the same lemon at all. It was not a creamy, vanilla-y lemon. It was like a full-blown citrus bomb, and it was very, very strong. The smell of the Super Milk perfume, you will love the fact that it is extremely strong. Like, I could smell it on myself very strongly, and I only had it sprayed on my wrist, bear in mind, so it was like really wafting around. It was like coming up to see me. It was doing the most. So if you like the smell, I will say the performance was great, but again, like I said, it was just too artificial, too strong, too chemically for me. Guys, sorry if the lighting, the angle has changed. I just had to reset up again because my little light just died on me and I was in total darkness. So yeah, anyway, let's carry on. So the next one I want to talk about is one that I actually tested live on camera in one of my videos. I think it was the new releases video or something, where I was talking about new perfumes coming out, and it was Hermes's Barenia or something. It was in like this silver bottle that was inspired by their bracelets, and this was probably the worst perfume I have smelled in a while. Like, this is just not my style of perfume, and I have seen a couple of people speaking about this, so there are people that do really enjoy this. It's very, to me it smelled very mature. It kind of smelled a little bit reminiscent of like something Chanel would make, which, by the way, guys, you will probably never see me own a Chanel fragrance because I can't stand them. I haven't found a single Chanel perfume that I would consider buying, like, especially like the Coco Mademoiselle flankers, like Chanel No. 5, like, they all just smell really mature to me, and I don't know if it's because I'm still a young woman. Like, maybe when I get older there will be something that I gravitate towards, but I just feel like they all smell like an old granny and, you know, an expensive old granny. She's got a good inheritance, but yeah, just too mature for me, and the price tag is extremely hefty. I mean, I've heard they do perform really well, so I'm sure they are worth the money, but yeah, just not for me. That's just a side note. But yeah, the Hermes's Barenia kind of reminded me of that kind of DNA. It was very heavily floral and just too mature for me. I found it really offensive. I was kind of like repulsed by it, honestly. I don't know, maybe I'll revisit it, but it's just not the kind of DNA that I go for anyway. It wasn't sweet at all. Like, you guys know I like my sweet fragrances, and it just wasn't giving any of that, and it didn't even smell fresh. It just smelled kind of musty. Like, yeah, it just was not for me. It was a no for me. Okay guys, and the last fragrance of the year that I absolutely despised. Not even despised, actually, I despised the last one. But this one was more so just kind of like a why. Like, why did we make that? Like, what was the point kind of thing? And that was Mugler's Alien Hypersense. Can someone tell me what the hell was the point? Because I don't know what the point was. It's supposed to be like a play on the OG, obviously. I don't know really what it was meant to be. I don't know if it was meant to be anything or if they just felt like they needed to bring something out ASAP, like before Christmas. The bottle, gorgeous. Like, it really attracted me. The original Alien I do really enjoy on other people, but I just cannot wear it on myself. It's just way too heavy. It's way too headache inducing for me. I think that kind of level of jasmine is just too much for me. It just gives me a migraine. Like, I love the smell on other people though. It smells so sexy. It's just such a grown woman scent. It's kind of how I would imagine like Catwoman to smell. I don't know why. But yeah, I don't know. I kind of thought like, let me see the reviews, like let me see what people say about it, because Alien Goddess is what it's called, the one that smells like holiday kind of vibe. I really enjoyed that, and I'm thinking about getting that in my collection for summer, because that was really gorgeous. It was more heavy, it was really heavy on the vanilla and had this kind of coconutty scent to it, and I really enjoyed that one. But yeah, I smelt Hypersense, and I read the reviews on Fragrantica first, and a lot of people were saying it was like, if you didn't really like the original for how strong it was, then you should go for Hypersense. And I was like, okay, like maybe this could be like a flanker that I could actually wear. And I smelt it, I sprayed it on myself, and I went about my day, and it just felt like a disservice to Alien. Does that make any sense? Like, because for me, even though Alien is too strong for me personally, it's kind of the whole point of the DNA. Like, that scent DNA deserves to make a name for itself. It deserves to be heard, you know? Like, it wasn't making sense to me to have that kind of deep, sexy fragrance be subtle. It wasn't really making much sense. I didn't dislike it because it just smelled like the original to me. But it was like if you got the original and added a shit ton of water to it. That's what Hypersense was for me. And I thought because of the bottle and like the marketing was so... I think it had Anokiai in it. I think that's her name. Gorgeous, by the way. Gorgeous. Advert was amazing. But I just was like... yeah, it was just a letdown. It's just a bit of a flop. Like, I feel like no one talked about it. I don't think I heard anyone talk about Alien Hypersense. Everyone spoke about Goddess, but I didn't hear anyone talk about that. And I think it was purely because it was just kind of like unnecessary. I feel like if you like the original, you like the original. Like, we don't need a watered down version. I don't know why you would want a watered down version of that. It didn't really make sense to create, in my opinion. It's one of those scents that you want people to smell, like it's like a you're here kind of scent. And I feel like if you wear Alien, you're not a subtle person, so you don't need it to be subtle. And I just don't understand it. But I don't know, maybe someone found it more palatable for them. I'm sure people did. I think I did read some of that on Fragrantica, but for me, I just kind of thought, like, you know, the whole point of Alien is that it's strong, you know, that's what the OG was giving, so why would you fix something that's not broken, if that makes sense? Because there's an audience for Alien the same way there's an audience for Hypnotic Poison, Black Opium, you know, things like that. So anyway, okay guys, so I hope you all enjoyed that video. I know it's a little bit negative. It's a negative start to the year, but my next video will be super positive because I'll be talking about all of my favourite fragrances. It's more so going to be kind of like what I've been wearing lately rather than for the entire year. But some of the fragrances in the video I have been wearing for the entire year and loving. But because I've bought so many new perfumes these past few months, I've got so many new favourites that I really wanted to mention. So definitely check out that video if you are, and it's going to have a complete range of affordable, luxury, little bit of niche, not too much because the girl has not got the money. But please subscribe if you want to remain part of the family. If you want to be part of the family, then please subscribe. And I want to say thank you guys so much for everyone who does come back and watch my videos, and those of you who have subscribed. I appreciate it more than words can ever express, because I have always wanted to have a YouTube channel and never had the balls to do it, and now that I've started doing it, I have loved every second of it, and I just am so grateful. So anyways, you guys, I will see you all in my next video. Bye.